Nintendo is setting the stage for a revolutionary console launch like we've never seen before. With the Nintendo Switch 2, it's not just about upgraded internals or a shinier screen. This is a full rethinking of what a console launch means in 2025. At the heart of this bold strategy lies something unexpected, a massive Day 1 update that will define the future of how we interact with Nintendo's newest gaming system. In this exclusive deep dive from Technology Review, we explore everything that sets the Nintendo Switch 2 apart and why this launch could rewrite the rules for the entire gaming industry. Get ready, because the next era of Nintendo doesn't just start when you unbox your console. It begins when you install the update. Nintendo's next big move isn't just a hardware refresh. It's a message to the gaming world that the company isn't here to play by old rules. The Nintendo Switch 2 is coming, and it's bringing with it one of the most significant Day 1 software updates ever seen in console history. The system's reveal won't be judged on leaks, early reviews, or influencer previews. Instead, it will be experienced in real time by gamers everywhere, and that's by design. This isn't your typical firmware patch. Nintendo is launching the Switch 2 with a software overhaul that touches every aspect of the user experience, from a redesigned UI and smarter digital storefront to major enhancements powered by NVIDIA's DLSS technology. It's a bold, forward-thinking strategy that could turn console launches on their head. While other companies rely on long hype cycles, early media access, and polished influencer rollouts, Nintendo is pulling the plug on that tradition. No one, not reviewers, not influencers, not even industry insiders, will get their hands on the final version before the public. That means what we'll see on launch day is authentic, unscripted, and unified across the globe. Everyone, whether they're playing for fun or reviewing for millions, will be starting from the exact same point. Why is Nintendo making this move? Part of it is to ensure that the full potential of the Switch 2 is felt right away. With DLSS rumored to be at the core of the system's graphics engine, the first boot-up experience won't just load games faster. It could deliver a visual leap that sets a new standard for hybrid consoles. That's something you only get with a finely tuned software package, and it's why the Day 1 update is such a big deal. Behind the scenes, developers have been quietly preparing for this moment. Rumors suggest that Nintendo has been working closely with studios to optimize key launch titles for DLSS-powered performance and to take full advantage of the redesigned operating system. The Switch 2's UI is expected to move away from the minimalist layout of the original in favor of a more dynamic, customizable experience that finally brings features users have been asking for since 2017. Imagine a home screen where you can arrange folders, apply themes, and easily find your favorite games. Or a revamped eShop that learns from your preferences, highlights curated content, and loads with speed and clarity. That's the kind of leap Nintendo is hinting at. One where software innovation finally matches the joy of the games themselves. Think about how different this is from a typical console release. Usually, media outlets drop a flood of content days or weeks ahead of launch, shaping the narrative before the public even gets a chance to form their own opinions. With the Switch 2, everyone is walking into the unknown, and that might be Nintendo's smartest play yet. It creates a wave of real-time engagement, where early adopters become the new reviewers, and launch day becomes an event shared by the entire gaming community. If you've been following the evolution of smartphones, this might sound familiar. Platforms like iOS and Android have grown powerful not just because of hardware, but because of consistent, meaningful updates. Nintendo seems to be taking a page out of that playbook. The Switch 2 could evolve into a software-first platform, one that gets better, faster, and more functional over time. Instead of a mid-gen refresh like a Switch Pro, we might see rolling improvements that keep the system relevant for years to come. Features like new multitasking tools, enhanced parental controls, streaming capabilities, or even full game streaming through Nintendo Online could arrive without needing to buy new hardware. It's a vision of longevity, and it aligns perfectly with how digital ecosystems are built today. Backward compatibility is another massive talking point. Nintendo has reportedly designed the Switch 2 to support current-gen games out of the box. But there's more. Enhanced editions of popular titles like Zelda, Breath of the Wild, or Mario Odyssey could receive visual upgrades and faster load times on the new system. For longtime fans, that means your library won't be left behind. Even developers stand to benefit. With better tools and tighter integration between hardware and software, indie and third-party studios could unlock new potential in their games. This means more consistent performance, fewer porting issues, and a greater overall sense of quality across the entire library. The timing of all of this couldn't be more important. In a world where a single glitch can spark a viral takedown, Nintendo is betting on polish. They're crafting an experience where your first impression will be the best version possible. No day zero bugs, no janky UI, no half-baked store interface. That's the point of this massive update. To deliver perfection at launch, not a promise to patch it later. Nintendo has always marched to the beat of its own drum, but the Switch 2 might be its boldest statement yet. It's not trying to copy Sony or Microsoft. It's not looking to compete with Steam Deck on specs alone. It's building something only Nintendo could make. A blend of software, hardware, and timing that redefines what a console can be. So what does this mean for gamers? If you're picking up the Switch 2 on day one, you're not just getting a new console. You're stepping into the future of interactive entertainment. You're joining millions of players in a synchronized experience that will unfold across YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, and beyond. And you're witnessing a company that believes in its vision so much, it's willing to let the product speak entirely for itself. No early leaks. No curated previews. Just the real thing, available to everyone, all at once. For Nintendo fans, this could be the beginning of a new golden age. For the industry, it's a reminder that innovation doesn't always mean faster chips or bigger screens. Sometimes it's about creating a better, smarter, and more unified way to play. And as this new chapter begins, one thing is clear. Nintendo isn't just launching a new console. They're launching a new philosophy.